Okay, so here's the problem. I want to find, here's my sequence. I'm going to write the first four terms and find the limit. Here are the first four terms. N equals 1, I get 1 over 3. N equals 2, I get 3 over 4 squared. N is equal to 3, I get 1 over 3. 2 times 3 is 6 cubed. N equals 4, I get 1 plus 3/8 to the fourth. And then I just took my calculator out and found the decimal representations here. So this limit's kind of E-ish, as you see. And so those are what the first four terms look like. So I'm guessing the limit's going to be somewhere in the 3's. So bigger than 3.5, maybe 3.6, 3.7, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to do the limit now. So I'm going to find this limit, and I set it up this way. And I plug in my numbers. I get 1 on the bottom plus 3 over infinity to the infinity. That's 1 to the infinity. And if I look on my limit sheet, use the natural log trick. So I'll review that. That's why I did this problem. So this limit is equal to the e to the limit. N goes to infinity. The natural log of this. And what I'm going to do is focus on this limit and compute this. I'm going to find my L and plug it back in. So L is going to be equal to this limit. Okay. And my answer is going to be e to the L. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this sheet because we already did that part of the problem. I rewrote the problem here. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this. So L is equal to the limit. N goes to infinity. Natural log 1 plus 3 over 2n to the n. Bring that down. Okay, this limit goes to infinity. This limit goes to 0, log of 1. So what I need to do is I need to use the trick where n is equal to 1 over n to rewrite this limit, which I'll do next. And that limit, I'm going to squeeze this over. And we're ready to go. This limit is going to be 0, 1 over infinity, 0. So I can use L'Hopital. And that L'Hopital here, I'm going to use L'Hopital over here. I think we'll have more space, which we'll need. So I'm going to get 1 over 1 plus 3 to the 2n times the derivative of 1 plus 3 to the 2n over the derivative of 1 over n. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of algebra here. I'm not going to worry about this, but I'm going to rewrite it. That's going to go to 1. Let's see what I get here. So this is going to be equal to the derivative of that. I don't need to worry about that 1. That's going to go to 0, and I can factor the 3/2 out. And I should have been using d over dn, but please forgive me. Okay, see what I did? That 1 can be ignored because it's derivative of 0, and I can factor the 3/2 out, so I get this. So cancel, same number. 3/2, that goes to 0. So this is going to be equal to 1 times 3/2, which is 3/2. That's my L. And then my answer is e to the L equal e to the 3/2. Let's just see what that is numerically. I've got to boot up my calculator. I'm using an old calculator, so I got to find where my E button is, which I am blanking on. There we are. And it's interesting that what I get here is about 4.481. So what really happens here is I was a little bit wrong. If you look back on the sequence, the first 4 terms, they kept marching up, but they keep marching up and up and up. So it takes a while for this to smooth out. So anyway, that's my answer, and I think we're done. Thank you.